Hi guys, Björn from In Flames here. Make sure to check out Metal a Day.
We are talking to Björn, guitarist from In Flames, before the show in Royal Arena. Just talking a little about how the tour is going so far.
Yeah, it's great. We've done some really cool shows up in Scandinavia here now, and this is the last Scandinavian date before we go down to Germany and the rest of Europe after that. So, and it's been fun. We started out in Helsinki, and then we did Gothenburg, Stockholm, Oslo, and today it's Copenhagen. Really looking forward to it.
And you had some South American leg before that, right?
Yeah, so we came straight from pretty much straight from South America and into a couple of, what do you call it, pre-production rehearsals, and and here we are now.
Any changes from that part of the tour until this European part?
It depends on what you mean, but song-wise we try to have the same because we sort of rehearsed it on that tour.
Yeah.
So in order to sound okay, at least when we get over here for these big shows. But production-wise, yeah, it's a night and day difference. It's a little bit more punk rock.
A little more punk rock
in South America. It's fun. It's a lot of energy and really, really fun. Beautiful cities, awesome people, but it's just different. You know.
And we talked a little about the set list and the dynamic of it. How would you describe the set list?
Thing is, we have an album out. Well, we have 12 albums out, but the latest one is what you want to present some of that songs. So we do a few songs from there, and having that many records, it's really hard to do a set list. We try to do a little bit old stuff, a little bit middle, not so old, not so new, and then some new stuff. And this differs every time we start a tour, and we try to stick to that set because it's a matter of time a lot of times. Or actually on a tour like this, it's very strict. Your set time is very strict because there's so much production, there's so many people depending on you being on time. So we try to have the same set every day.
And you can never satisfy everybody because
no, you can't. For us, it's more important to have the right dynamics, enjoying ourselves live, because that's going to shine through. If you're like playing songs that don't feel comfortable, or if you, play what you think people want to hear,
exactly,
then you might not be right. Then it's like that might depend on city to city. So.
And you just said 12 records, but you just surprise released a little EP.
Yeah.
And we received it through me, and we were like, what? No announcement or anything?
Yeah.
And every other meter was like, boom, there it was. What was the reason for this EP?
We, so when Depeche Mode released Ultra, the record, first time I heard this song, I was like, oh, this is a metal song. This is a rock song. Yeah. And I've been thinking about how to make a cover of that for such a long time, but we've done other covers and we've done stuff like that. But now we had some time off between tours, and we were in LA, me and Anders, so we could hook up with the producer, and we just figured, let's just do it. Yeah. And then on the last tour, in our room tour, we did a version of Hurt. It's sort of a mix between the 9 Inch Nails version and Johnny Cash version. It's acoustic, so. Yeah. But we already had that one, and that makes it 2. Why not try to make a couple more and see if we can, have our sound on these very known songs. And Alice in Chains obviously is one of Anders' absolute favorite bands, and I really, really enjoy that band too. Certain records have meant a lot to me. And then the Chris Isaak tune as well, just for the heck of it. Yeah, but it was fun because I had the chorus idea ready. Like I wanted it to be big and then very mellow.
Have you gotten some reactions from the fans on this?
Yeah, we met a few, and I've talked to a few people, and they seem to really like it. I mean, the whole point is that it's good for us to expose ourselves to something that's not inside the box naturally, and you learn a lot from doing covers. I mean, I think most musicians started out doing covers, because this is where you learn.
Yeah,
right?
You need to learn songs to play songs.
And it's good to go back to that sometimes, because you get a different perspective on arrangements, perhaps, or just ideas of how to put songs together it's easy to get stuck in your ways, and we try not to do that. That's why we always have different producers record in different studios. The core is the same, melodic metal, right?
But you didn't want to make any PR about it, or was it because you want focus on the studio album? Or?
Yeah, well, it's is it necessary?
No, you don't have to, but it seems like
today
if you
everything
love it,
today everything is online, right?
Yeah.
And if we want to, we can blast it out on our Facebook page and the Instagrams and all that stuff, and it will reach the people who are interested eventually, So yeah, but it was not meant to be like a big deal.
No, just something. Here we go, guys.
Yeah, it's something nice that we had, up our sleeve, I think.
A little side note, because we all know you have got some changes in the band and so forth, and we can all clearly hear it is going well. So, but have you heard the band from Peter and Jesper?
Syra?
Yeah, Syra.
No, I heard they released a few songs.
Just for the full out record.
Yeah,
Full out
I know
record.
that. I just didn't hear it yet.
No.
It's the first song I heard was very poppy, I think, and it's they're good musicians, all of them. So of course the handiwork will be good,
Yeah.
and that kind of mix between those guitars and that kind of vocals is maybe not my cup of tea.
No.
But I'm glad everybody's happy doing what they need to do.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's happy
Yeah.
now, and you have
That's
a good
good.
dynamic in the band, and
Oh,
those
yeah,
guys have
it's-
moved on their own.
Yeah, that's for us. It's been awesome. Actually, we've been really lucky finding these guys, because it's replacing a whole rhythm section is not
Yeah.
easy.
No.
And no, it's really good. Yeah, we got lucky finding Joe first, and we weren't planning on finding a drummer before the record, but he was there. He was the studio session musician for Howard Benson, and he was just an awesome dude. So we asked him after the recording if he wanted to be part of this, and he was really happy.
Now
We
he's in
were
the
really
band.
happy. Yeah, and then his friend Bryce plays the bass, and when we didn't have a bass player anymore, we had a friend from Gothenburg with us on the last tour, in our room tour. But for family and logistical reasons, he couldn't really tour anymore. So we had to find somebody, and Bryce was there. And had to learn a bunch of songs in a very short time,
Yeah.
and now he's with us.
Wonderful. I have two questions left for you.
Mhm.
And of course, the obvious one: what can the audience expect from In Flames tonight?
That's I don't want to give it away, but it's
They're not going to see this before it's
yeah.
over. It's not live.
No,
or
but it's a
anything.
very, very cool production.
Yeah?
Extremely cool production. Some of the coolest that we've ever done, I think. And we've done a lot of shows, so hopefully we're going to be real good too.
Yeah.
And enjoy ourselves. That we always do that, so that's not going to be a problem. We're on earlier today. We're actually before Five Finger
Yeah.
Death Punch today.
Oh, you switch around, or
Yeah, well, so we ended the night in Helsinki, Gothenburg, Stockholm, Oslo, and now they're going to end the nights for the rest of the tour.
and you prefer to go first so you can enjoy the last show, right?
Exactly, because then I can not only be done at a good time, I can also see the band.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen a couple of songs so far, because I have to warm up and jam
Yeah.
and get ready. So I've missed most of this show with them, but from now on it's a full-on party.
And of course, the most important questions. Next year, the World Cup in football.
Mhm.
Who will go the furthest, Denmark or Sweden?
Oh, that's a good question.
Exactly.
This team now that we have, or this coach rather,
Yeah.
he did a really good job. I had no expectations whatsoever that we would actually walk away.
And it didn't seem like with the players too. We
Yeah.
don't have Zlatan anymore.
Well, that's the thing. I think maybe the focus was too much on him and not the whole full team. I love Zlatan. That's the reason I follow different leagues just because of him.
Yeah.
So he's my absolute favorite player.
And we got Eriksson, but you know what
Mhm.
I think? I think Iceland will go the furthest.
Maybe. No, I think our team did really well. Denmark will always do pretty good, but not go all the way. It was a fluke, that European Cup.
You'll think that. But on that note,
Cheers.
wonderful you had time to talk to us.
Of course.